What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be doing my Barclays Premier League predictions by the end of this season. So yeah, basically let's get straight into this video because we don't have long. We only have a maximum of 15 minutes to do this video. But yeah, so basically let's crack on in today's video. So basically, coming 20th, I'm going to say Huddersfield Town. Now Huddersfield Town are a new club to the Barclays Premier League only because I don't think they'll do well. They're new to the Premier League. I'm not even sure if they've been in the Premiership before, but I think they're going straight back down to the Championship. Coming 19th, I'm going to say Brighton Hove Albion. Now Brighton are a new club who've also just come into the Barclays Premier League, and come from the Championship. I don't know where they finished by the end of the Championship, but I reckon they're going straight back down to the Championship, and they don't have the players. So yeah, it's just practically the same as Huddersfield. So yeah, moving on to 18th, I'm going to say Watford. Now Watford are another club that really struggled last year, obviously with I can't remember what manager they had, but obviously now they've got a new manager, Watford. So will they do it, will they have a better season this year? We'll just have to see. And yeah, so practically all these predictions I think have obviously been made by myself, so I'm just going to think where everyone's going to finish. Hopefully it'll go all successful. But anyway, I think Watford are going to go into the Championship just because I don't think they have the players again. If any transfers come to my head, I will talk about them. So yeah, coming 17th, I'm going to say Stoke City. Now Stoke City, they've just gone and lost Marco Arnautovic. He is now gone to West Ham, so that's a big player who they've just gone and lost. Don't know who's going to take his place, so they've got a big replacement to do over the course of this transfer market that goes up until the end of this month. So yeah, I think Stoke City are going to finish 17th and just make it out of the relegation zone. So yeah, coming 16th, I'm going to say Swansea City. Now Swansea were another team in the Barclays Premier League last year, and they struggled a lot themselves. That was with Paul Clement, and he got sacked and brought in another manager, and he got sacked and then brought in a temporary manager. I think that had happened, but yeah, it's not all going well with managers recently. So I think Swansea will do a little bit better than Stoke, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens by the end of the season. So I'm just predicting that Swansea are going to finish 16th by the end of the season. Coming 15th, I'm going to say West Brom. Now West Brom are another side that I don't think they struggled, but they had some good games under Tony Pulis. Now I've got a friend and he always says, get Pulis out, he is crap, he is shit, you name it. So basically West Brom, they do struggle themselves, but they've just gone and lost Darren Fletcher. Now he's gone to Stoke City, so I think there's going to be a bit of an impact there, because obviously Darren Fletcher used to be their captain, so he's gone to Stoke City, and I don't know why he's made that mind up, so we'll just have to see what. Obviously he's delighted over the move. So yeah, cracking on into 14th, I'm going to say Newcastle. Now Newcastle are a new side also who just came into the Championship. Now I think Newcastle have a great season coming back into the Barclays Premier League. But the thing is about Newcastle, they're a club that has also been in the Barclays Premier League before, but the teams like Huddersfield and Brighton have not been in the Barclays Premier League. They're going to find it a lot more harder this year. So I think Newcastle will have a great season, but I think they'll just finish 14th. But they still don't have the best of players themselves, so they need to obviously they need to get a lot more fitter and work more hard in the Barclays Premier League, since they've not been in the Barclays Premier League for a few years. So yeah, I think they're going to finish 14th. Coming 13th, I'm going to say Southampton. Now Southampton are a side who I think they've just signed Jay Rodriguez, I'm not too sure, and yeah, I don't think they've had the best of transfer markets themselves. And yeah, I think they had a great season last year, but I'm just going to go with Southampton coming 13th. Now coming 12th, I'm going to say Crystal Palace. Now Crystal Palace have just gone and lost a few best of their players. They've just gone and lost Fraser Campbell, Joe Ledley, and another player which I can't remember. So yeah, they're going to struggle this year, but I reckon they're going to finish 12th. At least Still got Benteke. Oh, and that was another player, Jonathan Benteke, the main striker up front is Christian Benteke. So yeah, so Jonathan Benteke was also another person who left Crystal Palace. So yeah, I think by the end of this season they're going to finish 12th. Coming 11th, I'm going to say Bournemouth. Now Bournemouth, they had a great season under Eddie Howe, but Eddie Howe, he's been into the Barclays Premier League themselves, and obviously it's their first season. Obviously, they were new last year, but will they be good enough to finish it off? They've just brought in the likes of Nathan Ake. I can't remember now, but they brought in a few players. They've brought in some great signings this year, but I think they'll finish, like I said, 11th. So yeah, coming 10th, I'm gonna say Burnley. Now Burnley, they had a good season. Now I'm not too sure with Burnley finishing this year. I've had to predict Burnley coming 10th, but will they have the players to do that? They've just gone and lost the likes of Michael Keane, who's gone to Everton now. There's some ridiculous prices going in the Barclays Premier League, like with Lukaku going to United for 90 million, which is absolutely ridiculous money. So yeah, Manchester United have also just got absolutely blew out with Michael Keane. So yeah, and they put in a bid for 25 million, but all he had to do was sign that contract. But no, he decided to go to the rivals, which is Everton. So yeah, I think they'll finish 10th. Coming 9th, I'm going to say Leicester City. Now, Leicester City had a great season last year under Claudio Ranieri. With him getting sacked and bringing in Craig Shakespeare, I think they'll finish 9th. I know they were in the Champions League last year, but they did not survive that long. So yeah, I think because Craig Shakespeare is their actual manager now, so I think they'll probably do well, because they had really good fixtures under him, and I think to him to lead out the squad for a few games, he'll get the feel of that now, and he'll be able to lead out that team with more confidence, and they'll probably do a lot better. So yeah, I'm predicting Leicester are going to come 9th by the end of the season. They've probably just gone inside Kelechi Iheanacho from City. So yeah, great signings. Obviously, they've got too many strikers going on there, because they've got the likes of Slimani, Jamie Vardy, Dua. So they want to start selling some strikers. They've got 4 strikers, and I don't think they need 4 strikers. So they at least need to sell one of them. So yeah, and Dua was actually going to leave. So we have to see what's going to go on there. So I think they'll come 9th. Coming 8th, I'm going to say West Ham. Now West Ham have had an absolute incredible transfer market so far. They've just brought in the likes of Joe Hart, Pablo Zabaleta, Chicharito, and I think they've got a few more signings, but obviously Chicharito is coming back to Old Trafford in his first game. Now we're likely to see Chicharito to score against Manchester United, and I've got a feeling that will happen against us, because he used to be a former Manchester United player. Will he make the impact for them? I think they will. And obviously now they've also got who else have they got up front? Andy Carroll. So obviously, would you want to see Chicharito playing with Andy Carroll, or would they go with the 4-2-3-1? We'll just have to wait and see what they think. So I think West Ham are going to finish 8th by the end of the season. Coming 7th, I'm going to say Everton. Now they brought in some credible signings themselves. They've just brought in Rooney, Ramirez. Who else have brought? They've brought in some incredible signings as well. So obviously Lukaku going to Manchester United, that was the big shock. So yeah, obviously they've had to get a replacement of a striker, which was Ramirez, to replace him. And obviously Rooney going to Manchester United, thank you, he did a lot for us. And he also got his 250th goal against Stoke City. And hope he goes well with Everton. And yeah, I think West Ham, Everton finishing in 7th place by the end of the season. So coming 6th, I'm going to say Liverpool. Now Liverpool, their main signing was Mohamed Salah. Now Mohamed Salah has not been in the Premiership before. He was playing with under Roma, or was it Inter Milan, I'm not too sure. So yeah, he came in with a signing of 34 million or something like that, but will he make the impact? You've got the likes of Coutinho, Firmino, Sturridge has been injured again. This is the thing about Daniel Sturridge. He's always injured, so we have to see him leaving Liverpool because he's always injured every single time. So I'm predicting Liverpool are going to finish 6th. Now coming 5th, I'm going to say Tottenham. Now Tottenham have not signed anyone so far because they should be getting worried right now because they've not absolutely signed anyone so far. They've just gone and lost Kyle Walker on a 50 million transfer to City. So yeah, they need to start getting worried and they need to start getting some signings in. So I think they're going to finish 5th because they've not absolutely signed anyone so far. So coming 4th, I'm going to say Arsenal. Now Arsenal have just brought in Lacazette and somebody else. I think they've brought in a left back from somewhere. So yeah, I think Arsenal are going to come 4th. But the question is, will Lacazette make a lot of impact for Arsenal? Now they've also got Giroud and they've also got Sanchez. Now the big talk was, is Giroud going to leave Arsenal? We don't know that, and he's not sorted out his future yet. He needs to sort out his beard. It's absolute disgrace. So yeah, coming third, I'm going to say City. Now City have brought in tremendous signings. They've brought in 6 signings. They've brought in Ederson. They've brought in Mendy. They've brought in so many players. I can't even name them. Kyle Walker is one of them as well. So there's been other YouTubers thinking that City are going to finish first, but I don't see them actually winning the season. They've just gone and lost Jesus Navas, Nolito, and all them lot. So I don't see them finishing him first because basically all those 6 signings have never been in the Premiership before, and it's going to take them time to settle in, and it's going to take them a season to get used to everything. So I think City are going to come 3rd. Coming 2nd, I'm going to say Chelsea. Now Chelsea obviously won the season last year. They've brought in the likes of Morata, a few other signings as well. So yeah, United again have also been blew out with Morata. Obviously there was talks with Morata to come to Manchester United, but he decided to go to Chelsea on a 70 million transfer. Is he worth that? So obviously we all know Diego Costa has still not sorted out his future himself. So is he going to leave? We don't know. So yeah, he's been drumming it on his bloody Instagram and stuff. So he's not sorted out his life yet. He's more interested in being on holiday instead of just signing a contract with Atletico Madrid. And is he going to be working with Antoine Griezmann again? We have to see what's going to happen there. Now, have I just talked about Chelsea? Yes, I have. I'm not sure. I can't remember now. But anyway, yeah, I think I've talked about Chelsea. But anyway, coming first, I'm going to say Manchester United. Now, Manchester United are my club. I'm not going with Manchester United just because I support Manchester United, but I've got a great feeling myself, and my man Tom thinks he's going to win. My mate Tom thinks that United are actually going to win the season. Now, I have a good feeling of this as well. We've brought in the likes of Lindelof, Matic, and Lukaku. Obviously, we have signed 3 signings, but will it be enough? We don't know. There's obviously negotiations with Ivan Perisic to come to Manchester United. Will he sign that contract though? We're not sure. But anyway, that's all my predictions. If you guys disagree or don't agree, go comment down below of where everyone's going to finish by the end of the season. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. It is under 15 minutes. Thank God. I'm going to end this right now. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in a new video, and peace.